Everyone wants to become that guy until they realize what it actually costs. But no one tells you about becoming him, the one who's built, the one who has the massive business, who's always working, who's always meditating, who is in good shape, who is focused, driven, winning all the time. Is that for you to become like that, it will actually break you. Not because you're weak, but because your current self is incapable of becoming that. That's another you. The version of you that exists now is incompatible with that person. I'm not here to claim that I'm him, that I'm the most badass human being that has ever lived, but I'm living the dream, right? I'm very much more confident than I was before. I have my own business. I moved out of my parents' house by my own means. I am pretty easygoing with girls, like, I can't complain. I'm not shy anymore. I have my own money. I have now a version of the freedom I once desired. So yeah, I'm getting there, you know? And I'm pretty proud of myself today, but I am not recognizable to my younger self. There was a phase in my life where I was doing everything right. I was working, I was building, I was pushing myself the hardest. And I still felt like a fraud. This happens till this day, mind you, but to a lesser degree. And it was not because I wasn't good enough. It was because I didn't recognize what I was becoming. It's that strange, boring middle where you haven't actually achieved anything, but you're doing all the work. You're doing so much volume. Man, it's crazy how much you have to do to actually get somewhere. There will be a time where you won't see any progress. That time is probably one of the worst. You don't hear a lot of people talking about the emotional toll that growth takes on you. The truth is that to become that guy means to outgrow your older self. And your older self may be heavily aligned with some friends, some family members, some identity you have, some habits, and you have to shed it all off. And the worst part is you can only do it alone. Even though there may be people that surround you through that process, it is very lonely because no one's gonna clap for you. No one's gonna support you through that. They can support with words, with their presence, but at the end of the day, it's you in your own head, in your own body, just pushing through it. Pushing, 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 pushing. But here's the thing, and this just happened to me. If you make through that, and I know it will happen a lot more times in my life when I have to outgrow myself again. But this was the first major shift I had in my life. And I realized that if you stay in the fire long enough, you will see something inside you shift. One day you just wake up and realize, man, I can look in the mirror and be proud of myself. And I can look at myself and like, damn, yeah, that effort paid off. This is true for any major transformation in your life. It doesn't matter if you got a lot of muscles, a lot of money, a lot of anything you want. It's about the identity you have, the identity shift, because for you to go from point A to point B, you have to go through something. And if that's a habit or if that's a lifestyle, it is very painful. Meaningful change comes with pain, emotional tolls that you can't even describe. Many people have it way worse than me, but I myself felt a lot of things change internally these past few years. And that's precisely why I have this channel actually, because I want to share everything I've learned, everything I'm still learning, and the journey with some people that might be struggling with something or living the same path or aspiring to live the same path as I am. But if you have great aspirations, if you want to become that guy, which I'm not, but I will be, it's not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming a real better version of yourself. So my closing statement for this video will actually come from this exact poem by Pete Dale Wimbrell. He has a poem called The Man in the Glass that I really like, and I read it to myself quite often. And I'll close this video with this. You may fool the whole world down the pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass. But your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the man in the glass.